Hi, my name is Michael Bennett. I'm the president and CEO of a company called Optomolecular Solutions. And what we do is provide negative ionization technology in the water and in the air. We specifically deal with the environments that people live and work in. In about 2005, I was living in Hawaii, and I was doing a lot of deeper inner work around my relationship with the planet, stewardship, and so forth and so on. And I had some time with some Hawaiian elders, and one of the elders said to me one time, "Nane ike kumu, Michael." And so what I did was I wrote to Google and I saw that Uncle Charlie, the representative for the Hawaiian culture in Maui, had written some information about Nane ike kumu. And I looked at that information and I saw two things. I saw that Nane ike kumu really means for the keike, which is the children, to look to the elders for wisdom. So it's kind of a wisdom model. And then the other side of Nane ike kumu, look to the source, was to look to nature for information and wisdom. That nature has the information and wisdom that we require as human beings, or what I would call stewardship. And I realized that a company was being born, and that company was called Optomolecular Solutions, and at that point was about fire, water, air, and earth, but it was really about stewardship. And it was really about a level of purity that didn't exist on the planet, which is about, the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat, and the biofield that you live in. And so through a series of years of relationship building and working with different companies and so forth, I've really developed a very strong relationship with a company in the Netherlands that help me understand the power of negative ionization and how negative ionization really addresses the level of purity in water and in air. And really with 15 plus years of research in horticulture, being plants and greenhouses and funguses and different things that occur in cut flower industry and so forth that were eliminated. Also in the livestock industry, having to do with poultry farms and hog farms and so forth, and all the bacteria and pathogens and everything that live in those environments. Well, they've become extremely successful in the agricultural space in Holland and Central Europe and beyond, in really making extraordinary negative ionization technology that is licensed, certified, patent, so forth and so on, very high level in the Dutch government and very recognized, as well as by about 4 or 5 of the major agriculture and mechanical engineering universities in Central Europe. I said, listen, I've been working in the structured water space, and what I'd like to do is share with you this technology and see if we could take it to the next level. Well, they did. They took it to the next level. They created brand new technologies that would make the water flow and spin faster and have more charge, and basically vortex at a whole other level, or what we'll call triple helix, microclustering and getting past the positively charged molecules in the water supply in terms of the pathogens, the pesticides, the fertilizers, and so forth, which are positively charged molecules, and bringing negative ionization into the water, which increases the oxygen and the availability of the water to be absorbed. And so it provides outstanding results in agriculture and outstanding results in the cannabis industry, 20-40% more increase in produce, in yield. So this is interesting that in 2005, I was basically looking at the water and looking at waterfalls and looking at the sunset and listening to the information from the Hawaiian elder and Nane ike kumu and looking to the source. And turns out that my partner at the same time was looking at the information of how could he impact food, how could he impact livestock, and basically, at the source. And so the source was, where that was grown, where it was fed, where it was taken care of. And I was conceptually at the same time creating this environmental company. And now we basically came together and decided to take both the pure water and pure air technologies and say, let's bring these to the people. Let's bring this to the planet. Let's bring this to offices and to corporations and to small businesses and to whoever would like to have environments where they now have absolutely pure air, pure water, pure food, and a pure biofield. And if the biofield is kind of a strange concept to you, it's relatively new. And it has to do with the massive increase in telecommunications, the massive increase in pulse modulation technologies like smart meters, cell phones, microwave frequencies, and so forth and so on. And all of these things are impacting us in our home, in our office, in our corporation, in our car. So we deal with the purity of the water, we deal with pure air to eliminate 99.9% of the pathogens, biological contaminants, odors, viruses, influenza that are in your air, in your home, in your office, in your corporation. So out of this concept, what started to evolve now because of the recent pandemic is that we literally have become an indoor environment company. And to drive this point home, the Europeans are very fluid with this information. They understand negative ionization. They understand that the old paradigms of air filtration and water filtration, air filtration basically filters or holds these particles. Water filtration, it changes the chemical composition but not the memory, and it doesn't introduce an energized oxygenated solution. So air is the same way. It's an old paradigm. And so one of the leading European companies that's in the home filtration space, very, very successful company, realized that, the old air filtration, HEPA filters and things like this and, processing air wasn't adaptable for the needs right now in the home, in the office, in the car, and so forth. So they partnered with our company, and we've now invented a brand new level of ionization that does large environments, churches, homes, hotels, and so forth, at 1 billion ions per second. And I'm happy to say that our first study of our ionization technology in that environment outside of agriculture was 99.9% elimination of airborne viruses, pathogens, contaminants, so forth and so on. So we're in a very strong space to assist you. Again, I just want to thank you for taking a look at the website here, for gathering the information, and to realize that there is a paradigm shift taking place. That you and I are now responsible for our world. We're responsible for our environments. We're responsible for our families' environments. We're responsible for our employees' environments. We're responsible for our customers' environment. And that's where we're here for. We're here to give you that peace of mind, to take you to the next step in this process. You might want solutions for your church, you might want your restaurant, you might want a little something to put on your desk or something to put in your car or something to take with you on a plane. We've got specific kits we've put together. We've got standalone products. We can help you with all that. So bottom line here is it's time for some peace of mind in this area. A lot of people are throwing lots of things at you about air filtration and this and that, water filtration. We're the experts. Thanks for taking a look at the information.